Okay, guys, I was telling a few of you that I was going to do a social media training really fast. I'm going to try and just take maybe 10 minutes. Five of that is going to be explaining how to do a couple cool new things with your phone for Instagram stories. Disclaimer, I do not 100% know if this will work for Android. So those of you who do have Android, I need you to try it and see if there's something similar that will show up for Android. And if you do find a way and you have a way to explain it and you have a way to screen record it, like screen record what you're doing on your phone and explain like how I'm going to show you guys that I'm doing, then please like make that recording and we can like work together to figure that out. But couple quick announcements. So this coming week is the last part of our flash sale that we have going on. This is where you can add people who are interested in learning about a Beachbody program. Maybe they're interested in one of the different products that we have. Pretty much anybody who wants to get started with a challenge pack and have access to like some of the drawings we have going on. There's like $100 drawing. There might actually be two $100 drawings. There's a drawing for Recover for like people to get like tubs of Recover. So this is just a fun little incentive and way to get people on board and jump in. And it's just a really easy way to just like get them some information after you've recommended like, hey, like, let's get you started. Let's have you start up with me as a client or a customer, a coach or a customer, and let's like help you rock this journey too. There's specific challenge packs on sale. Something to keep in mind right now, if you are out of the loop, I didn't actually know this until earlier this week. I thought all of the Recover was delayed. Everything is delayed by 7 to 10 days. They're working on speeding that up, but right now it's still delayed a little bit. But Recover is out of stock, like completely out of stock until May 25th. Then they're going to have Orange Recover available. And then I believe it's June 8th is when the rest of the Recover becomes available. So just know that there are some things on the site that are completely out of stock. So you cannot make challenge packs for performance for customers right now. You can add Energize to things. You can add collagen to their packs. So this flash sale group only has Shakeology packages. And so if you have anyone who wants to do Recover, they just have to wait until Orange comes out. And I believe the chocolate packets come out on May 25th, unless they get pushed again. So far, everything was supposed to be ready again by May 25th. And then they had to push chocolate Recover and chocolate vegan Recover out by like another 2 weeks. So it's super, super annoying and it's frustrating that we have all of these delays and the shortages, but it just means that there's so many awesome people ready to like live a healthy, fulfilling life, and they're using the tools that we're giving them. So it's something to be excited about, but it is a little frustrating. So I totally understand. It's like I haven't had Recover for almost an entire month because mine has just been gone and it hasn't ever shipped. So just know that that's what's going on in Recover world. Second announcement, Energize Fruit Punch comes out tomorrow. So if you want to get yours and you want to get it ordered, if you've never tried Supermom Juice or Energize is what it's really called. If you've never tried it and you want to try the mixed berry, not fruit punch. Mixed berry is the new flavor that comes out tomorrow. So just know that that's going to be launching. I believe it'll launch after the National Wake Up Call. There are probably going to be hiccups with the site tomorrow. There might be hiccups with Beachbody On Demand. So just be forewarned that if you're having technological issues, there is a good reason. It's because they're rolling out a new product. It happens sometimes. Let's just be patient. Okay. Last announcement. On Thursday, May 21st, which is my anniversary, by the way. Our anniversary is May 21st, and I got asked to be a guest speaker on a call with one of my other coaches on Micah's team. She wants me to do a guest speaker, like be the guest speaker on her team call. So you guys are invited to do that as well. It's going to be happening from basically about 4 to 5 p.m. Pacific time. I believe that means it's 6 p.m. Central time, 5 p.m. Mountain time, and 7 p.m. Eastern time. Check my time zones, but it's going to be a little bit earlier in the day. I'm going to make sure that I have a babysitter here to like watch the kids, but I want you guys to know about that so that you can jump on. I will be sharing the link, and it would be awesome to have you guys on there. I'm just going to be speaking about a topic that she asked me to talk about. So come and listen to that call. We'll probably keep it about 20 to 30 minutes if we can, and then answer questions. And it would be awesome to see you guys there. Okay, social media training. So I'm going to share a couple videos to share how to do some fun things on your Instagram stories. If you guys have been seeing some of the different things that I've been doing, This is just a few tricks that I've learned from Ashley Smith. She's a top coach. She's been a top coach for like the last 4, maybe 5 years. She is a social media like awesome guru person. She has figured out a lot of really good things. She's done a lot of extra social media trainings, like for herself, and then taught them to her team. So this is just some of the things that I have learned from her. I do have a social media training that I've shared with a couple of you that talks about creating posts of value, and it is a very in-depth training. So I haven't shared it with everybody. If you are wanting access to that training and you're willing to put the time into it and actually utilize it, then ask me and I will send it to you, or I may just upload it in the team page because it really needs to be there. But just know that it is going to blow your mind and it's really awesome. But if you can apply the things that she suggests, it's going to make a big difference. It's going to make a big difference in your social media, especially your Instagram game. And it has to do with like using posts that are vulnerable, viral, and valuable. Those are the 3 main types of posts. So if you've like watched my feed, I've been really trying to focus on honing in on a few different things. This really, really does help a ton. So I will like kind of briefly share what these 3 types of posts are really quick. And then I'm going to go, well, you know what? No, I'm going to share the team training that Ashley did. And I'm going to share you the screen to show you guys the Instagram stories tricks. So these are the 3 types of main Instagram stories that I'm focusing on right now. The first one is a static image. And static image basically just means like a still. It's just one still image. It might be a series of images, and you can use it to share a story. You can use it to share some kind of an explanation. But what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks really is I have been making things with still images called story decks. So these can be made on Canva. I believe there's a story, what is it called? Story slides. Story slides on Canva is what it's called, and canva.com is free. You can also do it on your phone now. I also use the Unfold app. It's UNFOLD, Unfold. And the Unfold app allows me to make stories kind of like this, where, let me show you. I shared this last night. This is really good for something like a call to action. So you can see right here, this story just goes through and I have some text on there. Some of the text was already there. These ones right here, the black text I created in the Unfold app, and it just allows me to create a nice, pretty white background. You can choose whatever color works for you, but I'm layering the text so that it's like one more thing and they have to keep reading to know what the rest of it says. And then I put a poll in there. This is a good way to do like a call to action for a challenge group. All you need is a picture, like one picture, or you could have a series of pictures. It could be you and your kids, you outside, wherever. Just using those kinds of images and those kinds of layouts helps kind of keep people reading, and it's appealing to people, and it gives a short amount of information about how they can get started. The 2 to 3, like maybe 3 to 4 stories tops is kind of a good rule of thumb as far as doing a call to action. Some of mine end up being a little bit longer because I've been doing some before and after transformations with them. So that's just one of the ways that I've been doing some call to actions. Another way that I did call to actions this week it's called Talking Head. And this is basically where you're holding the phone in front and you are just talking. I mean, you pick a filter and you just talk to the camera like, hey, just doing a quick team call, like explaining how I'm doing things for my team. And it's been super fun. I can't wait to share this with my team. And then you have this video that's playing. What you do is you record for about 1 minute of you talking about your challenge group, you talking about the virtual community that you're part of, you talking about the workout plan that you're doing, about coaching, whatever it is that you want to talk about. And you put text over the top of it and explain what you're saying in the video. So this is a good time to like plug in headphones and listen to yourself talk. It's uncomfortable. You may not like it, but listen to yourself talk. And then you're going to type over a little bit of like a summary of what you said in each little 15-second clip. This is a really good way to give people information on like 3 main ways that they can get started with you. So I loved Ashley's summary and I've been using this, and I plan on using this at least 2 to 3 times a week. But for call to actions, which is a CTA, if I say CTA, that means call to action. And one of the things you can do is you can give people options, and you can do like a boomerang, And so what I would do then is select the boomerang on the phone. It says boomerang, right? Okay, you select the boomerang there. And then what you do is you do the boomerang. So I would do like a number one, like number one. And then it just shows the boomerang, because what happens when you do these boomerangs or you use the features that Instagram has is it promotes your story more. So that means more eyes, that means more people will see it in your current following. But I just have been doing like, okay, you've got 3 options to join as far as like getting started with me. This is super important, guys. You can give information, but once you give too much information, people are just going to start swiping by. So this is a simple way to give them a summary of how they can get started without actually explicitly telling them exactly how to get started, because then they can just go to the internet and they can search and they could go like find a challenge pack and sign up under some other coach. So I talk about like option number 1 is do a specialized program. So that means whatever the current program is that's on sale, that's on promotion right now, or it could just be the specific program you are personally committed to. This could be like when 10 rounds came out, like doing a 10 round specific group. This could mean 21 Day Fix if you're doing a specific 21 Day Fix bootcamp, or 80-day obsession, morning meltdown, any of the specific programs. You say, okay, this is the type of program that I'm doing. This is what a kind of a brief summary of the workout history, 20 to 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, boxing and weightlifting. Give up like a summary of the types of exercise, and then it's program specific. That's option number 1. Option number 2, pick a plan, like basically just like we pick a plan that's unique to you kind of an option. So that's option number 2. And it basically is just letting people know that, hey, if you don't want to do what I'm doing, you could totally do something else that fits your kind of space way better. So that's option number 2, is like a unique pick a plan kind of a thing. And then option number 3 is become an influencer on our team. And then I'm like explaining some of the perks behind that, like a 25% off discount, extra accountability, lots of personal growth, like be here in a year because you're going to create healthy habits that last. Trips, like opportunities to have trips to go on like girl dates, things like that. So those are just some of the brief summary, incentives you can talk about around being an influencer. That's what I've decided to start calling coaching, is I'm a lifestyle and wellness influencer instead of a lifestyle and wellness coach. Or like my coaching mentorship, I'm going to talk about my influencer mentorship, because that just like communicates a little bit differently to people, and it does really speak to that social media presence of being an influencer, because that's what each of us is. We're an influencer in our small space on Instagram. We're influencing the people that we have in our following to do their workouts, to live a healthy life, to cook healthier, to just believe that they can do this too. Okay, that's the boomerang idea for call to actions. A call to action sequence slide, that's the one I talked about before, where it has like the one at a time and you just add text. So you can do it even just from a current video. What you do is you start typing and you say, hey, want to learn more about my next virtual gym? ? And then you leave it like this. And then you hit save. The save is this little download button right there at the top, that little arrow down, that's the save button. And you hit save, then you exit out. You don't upload it. You exit out, and then you're going to go in and you have the new video that you can now type on again. Good news. I'm happy to share some info today. I mean, this is like, I'm literally just pulling this out of thin air. And then you save the next one. Then what happens is when you go to upload, you're going to do a multiple upload like this, where you select this little blue thing up here. This allows you to select multiple things at one time. You hit next, and then you can see you have the stories series ready to go right down here at the bottom. Okay. All right. I wanted to talk really quick about some fun little things you could do to your Instagram stories to change it up and make it a little bit different. So switching gears, first thing that I've been using, there is an app called Hyperlapse. What this does is it creates a time lapse for you. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to have an iPhone to use it, I don't believe. I think it's just Hyperlapse, and it's related to Instagram. So it's one of the Instagram apps. And what it does is it creates a sped up version of whatever you're doing. So you can see on this video, it just shows my workout moving a little bit faster. So the way that Ashley described this is that you're doing like a moment in time. So I've used this to explain like my morning routine where you go through and there's a minute long, so 4 slides on the Instagram story, 4, that is explaining, you know, how my morning routine looks and why I do it and what components of my morning routine. And so you've got the overlay that's happening. Let me find it. You've got the overlay that's happening, which I'll explain in just a minute. But this just shows, it's just a different way to summarize something that's happening instead of directly telling someone, this morning I did my morning routine and it involved this and I read a book and it was this and here's a picture of my book and here's some quotes. So basically all it is it's a way to mix things up and just show something a little bit different. So normally what I've always done for my workouts is this kind of, come on. Can I show it this way? Is it gonna work? This kind of a thing where all it does is, oh my gosh, this drives me nuts. All it does is just share the video of my workout. So you could do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But to mix it up, Hyperlapse allows you to speed things up and not just share like a real time. You're sharing real time sped up so that you can share more of it and explain a little bit more about the workout itself. But then you can also do some fun things to the Hyperlapse that make it look different. So I'm going to screen share and I'll talk about what this looks like really quick. This is turning into longer than 10 minutes. I'm sorry. Okay. So I just uploaded these to my channel. They should be here. Let's hope. First things first, how to add an Instagram overlay. So I go ahead and explain this in this video right here. Come on. Okay. So what you do is you upload your videos. So there's going to be like a 4-slide upload. And what you're going to do though is once you have this here, you're going to overlay a color like a film over the top of the video. This just allows you to type more and just have the focus on the text. So first things first, you use the app Hyperlapse to show like a moment in time where you are explaining what's going on and you're speeding it up. Like morning routine, you could use this for making food. You could use this for like sharing part of your workout routine, of course, things like that. So what you do is you click on the highlighter. So the highlighter is accessed by clicking on the little squiggly line, and this little squiggly line is up at the top. So hang on, we're gonna speed this up a little bit. Okay, so squiggly line up top. That's the little line right up there that's a squiggle. Once you've selected the squiggle, you're going to select the middle one, which is the highlighter. So squiggle, highlighter right in the middle. Then what you do is you tap on the main screen of the picture and you hold. That's it. Like that's how you apply it. If you start to move your finger, it'll just drag a line and it'll just highlight a portion. But you just tap it once, push it down and hold, and then it will apply whatever color you select. So you could select white, you could select purple, you could do yellow. This just is like a different way to kind of like add something different to your stories, make it look different, make it appeal a little bit differently to someone. Like I said up here, this does work best if you have a well-lit video, and then apply the filter. So it just allows you to explain that period of time. So then you can just add a couple sentences and they can read it and they can experience it. You could add in music, you could add in some other little kind of fun features, but just make it different, share differently throughout. Like I probably will do one of these a day. I could do this for like getting ready. I could do this for doing my workout or my morning routine, but I'm aiming to do at least one Hyperlapse a day where they get to just kind of be in the moment with me and they get to kind of feel like, whoa, like I get what's happening here. I understand how this works. Okay. Then you apply it to whatever videos you're going to use in this short little series. You can just talk about it and you can then save them and you can upload them later because you don't have to upload stories in real time. You can totally upload your stories later in the day. If you create them and then you're like, no, I don't want to upload them yet, or I'm not quite done, then save where you're at, come back and finish it later, upload them all at once. It doesn't matter what time of day you upload them, just be aware of when you're uploading them and that you're letting people in on a piece of your life. And that's kind of the way that stories works. Someone is talking, hold on. call you in 5. Okay. Let me move on to the next one really fast. Okay. So the next one, we're going to talk about how to add a sticker. So this is something that I've been doing sometimes to share my personal development. And this one is a little complicated and weird sounding, but once you figure it out, I feel like it works really well. So this 100%, I don't know if it works on Android. I do know that it works on iPhone, and this is how it works on iPhone. So you add the sticker to your story, you type whatever you want on the page, do whatever you're going to do on the picture, then you swipe up on your phone, and that allows you to then go to another screen. So then you swipe up, you go to the camera roll, which I have open already, and I'm just going to pick something that I want to add as a sticker on this picture. So I picked this one. It didn't actually work the first time, so we're going to fast forward a little bit. Okay, so you hit the little download button. Where'd it go? You hit the download button over here. Slow down. Did it work? Okay, hold on. It's going too fast for me. So you hit this and you hit save photo instead of, or copy photo, not save photo. Normally you hit save photo, but if you hit copy photo, it makes it go to be a sticker. Then the sticker will pop up and you're ready to go. I think I had to do it again here because it didn't work the first time. But the, then basically you just can add that sticker to your image. You can get it to pop up wherever you want and put it somewhere on the picture. You could use this to share like a list. You could use it to share your personal development for the day, like a screenshot of your podcast or your book that you're reading, a quote that you loved from the book. It's just kind of a different way to mix it up. And then what you could do is you could have a talking face. So that means you could just be talking to the camera and explaining the value of personal development and why it helps you in your life, or explaining, you know, the steps of your morning routine over the course of a 15-second clip. There's like tons of different things you can do. So just get creative with it. But lately I've been using it for sharing the personal development books that I'm reading as part of my morning routine in that hyperlapse. You could do it lots of other ways. Just get creative with it and just know that if you have something you want to share a picture of and talk about it, you can do that. This is how. So it just allows you to have this picture on the picture over the picture, and it looks really cool. It just allows people to kind of like, whoa, what is that? And they want to keep watching. So, okay. That's not what I wanted. Hold on. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I don't want to play this. Okay. Exit back out, come back, Zoom. All right. So those are just a couple quick little like nifty things you can do with your Instagram to talk about different things, to make it different, to just really appeal to people in a different way. And you're giving them a lot more value in this way because they're able to see things differently. They're able to have a better picture of what you're doing. You're doing a call to action that is like genuine and involves like your face, like talking to them. So I will share that social media training as well as these other 2 videos that I have for how to do the stickers if you want to go back and see them. But ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer. If you guys have questions and as you're trying to make posts in your stories, then let me know. If you do not know how to upload to stories, let me just share really quick so that you know how to upload to stories. On your Instagram, what this looks like, if we can make it work. Okay, the little camera button right up here at the top. This little camera button allows you to upload to your stories, or it allows you to see your stories. It depends on if you don't have any stories already. But if you click the camera button, what it does is it then allows you to create a new story. This would be, you know, to add a picture. There's a little box in the corner down here. You can add new pictures right there. Those new pictures could be anything that you've taken pictures of in your camera roll. So that's how you add pictures to your Instagram story or take a new video, things like that. When you swipe across the bottom, there are different features here. There's a hands-free feature right here at the bottom. Oh my gosh, I hate that it won't focus. Hands-free. This means you push and hold, and it will let you count down and then it will let you film for a minute without actually pushing down the button. So you can talk, you can be yourself, you can gesture, you can do the things. That's one fun way to do things. You can do a layout. This is like a fun way to share steps of something. The layout is down here at the bottom. So you just can pull down your finger and move across. Move across the bottom so that you can see different options. Those are the different options. Okay, let me know what questions you guys have. I can't wait to see some of your stories as you guys are experimenting with this and just trying and having more fun. This is where you share daily life. Okay, so I talked about call to actions. Those call to actions happen once a day. The rest of stuff that happens in your stories, you're adding value. You're telling about how you're a real person. You're, just being real with people and explaining, how your day is going and what's helping you in your day, what's going, what's hard. You're talking about real life with kids. You're talking about real life on the job, on your commute to work, whatever. But your stories, like if you are only sharing coach stuff and you're only sharing Beachbody stuff, that gets boring. So think about the things that make you you. Even if you think it's boring, someone else will identify with it. So if you have a specific way you do the dishes, share it. You have a specific way you do your hair, share it. You have a specific way you don't do your hair because you don't like doing hair and makeup, share it. Talk about what you do to get ready in the day. Talk about your clothes. Talk about your kids' activities that you do with your kids. Talk about what you're cooking. Like anything that you are doing in your day-to-day life, talk about that because that's what's relatable to people, not the workouts. Those are inspiring. Those are motivating, but they're not relatable unless someone is also a coach and they're working out. So be relatable and just focus on trying to have some of those relatable things in your stories, as well as the breadcrumbs of things like, well, this is what I do for my power hour. And this is what I do for coaching. This is what I do for working out. This is how my morning routine looks. You sprinkle those in kind of throughout. And then you have people that are watching because they want to see your day-to-day life. And then they're happening to, get the exposure to the workouts and to the this and to the supermom juice and the superfoods. And they're like, well, what's that? What are you drinking? So, okay, hope this is helpful. Let me know any questions you have. I will also share the recording of Ashley's training in conjunction with this training. You are welcome to go through and watch that. Just know that it is going to blow your mind and you really have to commit to making the effort to learn and to apply and to have it be uncomfortable at first. Okay, thanks for watching. Can't wait to see you guys on the team call later this week.